Hello everybody, this is Javi the Gamer here with my first episode of my Leeds United career mode. Before I get into the highlights, I wanted to show where we finished in the Premier League, how far we got into the Cups, and what formations I used for the season. Starting off in the Premier League, we finished 10th with 14 wins, 9 draws, 15 losses, which is a decent season in my eyes, considering that in real life Leeds were struggling with staying above the relegation zone, so 10th finish is not that bad. Manchester City won the league, 78 points. Manchester United came in second, 75 points. Spurs finished in third, 71 points. In the FA Cup, we made it to the fourth round where we had Chelsea as an opponent away from home, finishing a 1-1 draw. That sent us to a replay at home where we lose 3-2. Unfortunate, but Chelsea was just a better team on that day. In the Carabao Cup, made a decent run all the way to the semifinals where we faced Manchester City. At home, it was a 2-0 loss. Away from home, managed to score 2 goals, but Manchester City scored 2 goals too, so they go through to the final on an aggregate score of 4-2. With that being done, now we can go into the formations that I used. First one that I used was a 4-2-3-1. I would say this was more of a counter-attacking formation with just a one striker on top, and the second formation was a 4-2-2-2. The 2 strikers up top. This was more of a long ball formation I found myself using, so I use this formation up against the weaker teams, I would say, versus the first formation I would use it up against the stronger teams. So with that being done, if you guys have any suggestions for what formations I should try out next, just leave them in the comments below. I'll try them out during preseason. So with that, we can move into the highlights. Starting these highlights off, we have Everton. Firpo tries to cross the ball into the box. It is blocked. However, the ball finds its way to Jack Harrison, who sends it over to Firpo. His cross in finds Patrick Bamford, who opens up the scoring against Everton in the 51st minute. Next goal also comes up against Everton. Mark Roca, Diego Llorente to Klitsch. Klitsch finally sends Patrick Bamford through. First time shot, low driven. Patrick Bamford secures his brace and the win. Up against newcomers Nottingham Forest, Klitsch sends Luis Sinisterra in off on the wing, who gets his first goal for the new club and draws us equal versus Nottingham Forest. We weren't done there though. Tyler Adams to Sinisterra, who plays it to Patrick Bamford. This time Klitsch drives forward, looks for options, sees none, decides to shoot, and scores outside of the box finish. What a shot. Next game up against West Ham, Patrick Bamford to Klitsch. Klitsch to Roca to Firpo. Firpo finds Rodrigo. His shot is too powerful enough for the keeper to keep out and opens up the scoring versus West Ham. Still another goal to come in this West Ham game. Rodrigo this time drives. Nobody closes him down. Still nobody closing him down. And he decides to shoot, scores, and secures the brace and the win against West Ham. This game up against Spurs here. Patrick Bamford and Charles de Ketelaere linking up together. Patrick Bamford to Ketelaere. Spins, drives. What a shot into the back of the net for the equalizer. This game up against Chelsea, Dallas plays Dan James through. What a touch. And the cross in finds Patrick Bamford with a diving header. Opens up the scoring versus Chelsea. Chelsea get one back though. However, Harrison drives on the wing. Bamford to Dallas. Tries to play Dan James. Harrison gets the rebound. Sends Dan James through, who scores the 87th minute winner. This game up against Aston Villa, already down 2-0. Bad clearance from the keeper there. Finds Rodrigo to Costa, who scores to bring one back, but it isn't enough, unfortunately. Josh Tymon off of the wing. Charles de Ketelaere is playing on the wing this time. Sends a cross in. Finds Stuart Dallas with the diving header. Opens up the scoring against West Ham and secures the win. This game up against Aston Villa, already down 1-0 in his 37th minute. Aronson drives forward, plays it to Dallas. Dallas finds Aronson again. A great strike to equalize versus Aston Villa. That was all she wrote, though. This game up against rivals Manchester United. Dan James sent through on goal from Charles de Ketelaere. The cross in, Patrick Bamford, easy header, scores versus Manchester United to open the scoring. That was all the goals in the Manchester United game. Juan Mata, we bought him from Manchester United, sends the cross in. Charles de Ketelaere is there to nod the ball home versus Bournemouth. This game up against Crystal Palace, already down 1-0. In the 78th minute, Patrick Bamford sent through on goal, scores the equalizer to secure the draw. This final game against Arsenal, Luis Sinisterra plays it over to Adams. Mark Roca sends it to Bamford. First time strike. Ramsdale can't keep it out, and Patrick Bamford secures the draw. With those highlights being done, I just want to take a moment to show you guys which players performed the best, which ones impressed me, which ones disappointed me, and run through the stats throughout the whole season. So, starting off with appearances, Patrick Bamford takes that spot, 46 appearances. Medlier came in second, 44. Llorente came in third with 42. Top goal scorer, Patrick Bamford, as expected. He started practically all the games here. And Rodrigo chipped in with a few, 9 goals and 36 appearances. Charles de Ketelaere, 8 goals and 30 appearances. I was also pretty disappointed with Charles de Ketelaere. I didn't think he was as good as he could have been, but luckily I only brought him in on loan. I do know that in real life he probably isn't going to make a permanent transfer to Leeds United, with the player more inclined to join Milan. So I think I will not bring him back in on loan. I will not bring him back on a permanent basis next season. Moving on to assists, Rodrigo takes a top spot. 6 assists, which is decent, but not too bad. Mark Roca came in second with 4. So I did like Mark Roca as well. He was a solid defensive midfielder for us. Same with Tyler Adams. Both of those two players I rotated, gave him pretty equal game time to both of them. So both of them performed very well. I was impressed with both of them throughout the season. Clean sheets, as expected. Medlier takes the top spot, but shared with Patrick Bamford, 14-14. Although Medlier definitely earned those clean sheets. Llorente, 12 clean sheets in 42 appearances. So, as you can see, we probably need a little bit more defensive help, but I'm not too sure where to be looking. So, if you guys have any transfer suggestions for those, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll scout them, see if they would fit into the team or not. Junior Firpo, very good player. I liked him as left back. Very pacey, good crossing ability as well, as seen in the highlights. Would cross the ball into the box, finding Patrick Bamford, So, I know Leif Davis and Lawrence de Bach both in real life moved away from Leeds United, so next season I will definitely make sure to let those two go on a permanent deal. Josh Tyman, I also liked him as well as a left back. Performed very well. He also did send me a message in game saying he wished to make this permanent, to make his loan spell permanent. So I think I will. As like I said before, Leif Davis and Lawrence de Bach both moved away from Leeds in real life, so we're definitely going to need a backup. I think Josh Tyman can fill that role perfectly. Moving on, Christensen, new incoming this year, very good player. I liked him. Pacey, strong too, so good right back. Same with Luke Ayling. Wasn't as pacey, but that's all right. He's still a good leader. I liked him as right back as well. This is one of the players I promoted from the youth academy here. Taylor Byrne looks very well. +6 overall after being out on loan at Motherwell. 64 rated. Probably send him out on loan next season as well too. Mark Roca, Tyler Adams, both two players that I really liked this season. I rotated playing time with them equally, so as you can see there, they're both happy with their playing time. Two great players. I really like using both of them. So I'm not going to be looking into replacing them anytime soon. So Tanner Sullivan, another youth academy prospect that I promoted, plus +42 rating, 58 overall. Definitely looking to send him on loan next season. One player that I was disappointed with was Luis Sinisterra. It just never seemed that he got things going. Unfortunately, I don't know what it was, but hopefully next season he can improve. So Dan James, very good player. I liked him. Very pacey. I think he has got like 95 pace, so 96. He's a very pacey player. Isn't the most physical, but that's all right. He can just outrun watch the defenders. I definitely like using him on the left and right midfielder. So Jack Harrison, same, very good player. I liked him as well. So not looking to replace any of the wingers or anything. So, and Brendan Aronson, he came off. He was a super sub. I would say that. I didn't really start him too often, but it seemed like every time I brought him in as a sub, he would get things going. He provided the spark that we needed to get back into the game. Juan Mata, I saw that Leeds in real life were linked to signing him, so I bought him in from Manchester United for $5 million. Decent player. I started him fairly often, but still 34 years of age, decreasing overall. So I don't know how many more games he will be able to play for us. He's probably going to retire next season, but still a decent player for us. Rodrigo, a love-hate relationship with him. There's some games he played fantastic, and other games he just did not play nearly as well. I don't know. Hopefully next season he can settle down. Maybe it was a rival of Brendan Aronson. I don't know. But hopefully next season he can settle down and put in some top performances. Moving on to strikers, I brought in Adam Buska. I did see that Leeds United have two Polish players, so we can bring in another Polish player. He's pretty tall. He's good physicality, good target man striker. I used him for the 4-2-2-2 formation. Put him in on the left striker, having be target man worked pretty well. I already said my piece about Charles de Ketelare and Patrick Bamford. Amazing player, top goal scorer as you saw. Great player. Definitely kept us in a few games, and next season hopefully he can score even more goals. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of this first episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any more transfer suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Definitely going to scout them. If you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you want more of this content, please be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you can see every time I upload. So hope you guys all have a fantastic day.